Hamid group, which was responsible for deaths of at least 40 police officers earlier this month.
India has been repeatedly urging Pakistan to take action against the Jaish-e-Mohammed to prevent jihadis from being trained and armed inside Pakistan. Pakistan has taken no concrete action to dismantle the infrastructure of terrorism on its soil. In the face of imminent danger, a preemptive strike became absolutely necessary.
The strikes are the first across the de facto border since a war between the two countries broke out in 1971. Pakistan condemned the incursion while the military rejected India's claims, saying that no infrastructure was hit, no casualties were reported, and Pakistani jets forced the Indian planes back to their own territory. The Pakistani military also shared images of the alleged aftermath of the incident. The foreign minister insists his country will respond.
India has committed uncalled for aggression, to which Pakistan shall respond at the time and place of its choosing.
The Dean of the Jindal School of International Affairs shared his thoughts with us on the country's troubling tensions.
Pakistan is going to deny that succeeded militarily, because that would be a huge blow to their prestige, especially of the military establishment. So they, in fact, they denied that we succeeded in 2016 as well, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi ordered a land-based surgical strike or special operations mission inside Pakistani territory. On both cases, we made a point that terrorism will not go unanswered, and that's why we are going to see these contrasting accounts.
Live to Islamabad now, and political analyst Javed Rana joins us to discuss this further. Javed, thanks for coming onto the programme. Now, why do you think India and Pakistan have such widely different accounts of what happened in Tuesday's airstrike?
I think the situation is very clear. There is a footage available of the scene where this Indian plane had hit. It was empty land, it was a forest. Because of the shake of the 4 bombs that they dropped, there was a nearby mud dwelling, and I think that the cracks have occurred, and 1 person was injured. And that is all what has happened. There are no funerals, there are no dead bodies, and as we speak, the Pakistan military's media wing is planning to take journalists from different countries to the scene of this so-called blast. So I think by tomorrow the scene is going to be very clear. But there is a fact that there is a breach of Pakistan's sovereignty, and that is at the heart of the consultation that has taken place today at the highest level. And Pakistan has made it clear that they are going to hit it back, but in what manner, that is a question, that is a guess by anybody. Now, tomorrow, the National Command Authority is going to meet. National Command Authority is basically supervising Pakistan's nuclear warhead, the operational mechanism. That meeting is going to be very, very important. And my understanding of the situation is that probably Pakistan is going to hit hard, maybe in a different manner. It may be a surprise for the Indians, but then it is going to be followed by a warning by Pakistan about warning India about a nuclear conflict, because Pakistan basically has manufactured tactical nuclear devices, which means that Pakistan can explode these devices within the radius of 25 kilometers. So the threshold of tolerance on Pakistani side of the border is very low, and that is something India needs to understand. And let me tell you very clearly, going by what I've seen, going by what I have talked with different officials over the period of time, Pakistani and Indians either can live together or they can die together. The very threat of nuclear conflict is very much there if there is a full-fledged conventional war, because in case Pakistan loses in any manner, there is a possibility of Pakistan using nuclear warheads. And let's hope that kind of situation does not happen. That means it will be not only disaster in the South Asia, but also elsewhere in the world.
Javed, you said that they can either live together or they can die together. Isn't it preferable that they live together rather than go ahead with what you're suggesting? Could be quite serious action.
Well, Pakistan has been saying time and again let's live together, let's talk out what is happening on the Kashmir. More than 100,000 people have been killed by the Indian forces there. Thousands have gone missing. But the Indians all the time, they are accusing Pakistan that it is sponsoring terrorism. There are 17 UN Security Council resolutions on disputed Kashmir region. India is supposed to hold plebiscite. India is not holding plebiscite there, and they are basically trying to create a situation whereby they can blame Pakistan that what is happening inside Kashmir, that is because of militancy. I think look at what the Indians themselves are saying. Their authors, their writers, they've been writing that disputed Kashmir region has gone out of India's control. Now they are trying to shift the blame onto Pakistan, and the fact that there are elections after few months, so Indian Prime Minister is trying to create a plausible situation whereby he could claim, like, look, we have conducted attack against the terrorists in Pakistan. So because of those reasons, because of anti-Pakistan sentiments, he wants to win the election.
Okay, Javed Rana, political analyst in Islamabad. Thanks for coming onto the programme and sharing your thoughts. Thanks.